Well, with the Supercommittee on the brink of failure, America's finances once again up in the air. Chief Washington correspondent Peter Cook back with us on the Hill with one of the lawmakers who has to pick up the pieces from that failure. Peter?
That's right, Betty. I'm with Senator Jeff Sessions, the Republican from Alabama. He's the top Republican on the Senate Budget Committee, and with the Supercommittee now apparently on the brink of failure, a lot of this is going to fall back into your lap. First of all, your reaction to what you've heard of the Supercommittee and the fact that they don't have a deal.
You know, I worried all along that this wouldn't work. I thought that the Gang of Six wouldn't be successful, and they weren't. Then they had the secret Biden talks, and they didn't work. And now we have the secret Committee of 12, and that didn't work. I think what Congress should do is fulfill its responsibility to publicly, openly debate these serious issues, the most incredible issue of our time, nothing close to it, the debt of the United States.
What do you think is going to be the immediate impact, though, not only on the markets, but on the situation here in Congress by this failure? Are we going to see these automatic cuts, $1.2 trillion, kick in? Because we've already had Republicans and Democrats say, listen, we don't like the makeup of these cuts.
Well, we need $1.2 trillion to take place. That will be in addition to the $920 or so billion that's already taken place, all a part of that debt agreement to raise the debt ceiling. So that they will occur unless Congress can come in and spread them out more fairly, because right now they target dramatically, disproportionately the Defense Department, not the war funding. That's entirely separate. That money is coming down. The base defense budget is being hammered by as much as 20%. It's unacceptable, as Secretary Panetta said.
Are you firmly convinced that there's the support in Congress to undo those defense cuts, to rearrange those 1.2 in a different fashion?
I truly believe so, because when it becomes clear just how severe they are and just how many programs like Medicaid, earned income tax credit, food stamps, taking zero cuts, then I think you could easily adjust this scale and have the Defense Department avoid draconian cuts that would weaken America throughout the world.
Are we back to square one? We had the Supercommittee with all these incredible powers, the 12 members in the room behind closed doors able to negotiate things like revenue, things like entitlement programs. They couldn't come up with a deal. Why are you any more confident that the full Congress is going to be able to do what these folks couldn't?
Congress has to do it. Right now, nobody is to blame, it seems to me. There's secret negotiations. You don't know what the positions are really. It leaks out, but nobody's really knowledgeable about it. We need the Congress with the president to engage itself in a great historic discussion about how to get us off the debt path we're on. We're borrowing 40 cents of every dollar we spend. We've had 3 consecutive trillion-dollar deficits. Next year will be another one. This cannot continue. Look at Greece. We cannot go that road. It's time to get off of it.
But Senator Sessions, you're going to have Democrats say the only way we're going to get off that road is if Republicans are willing to put taxes on the table, tax revenue in a substantial way, and that didn't happen in the Supercommittee, and it's going to be the same debate again, isn't it?
Well, the Republicans did put taxes on the table, and I was shocked to see the Democrats really walk away from it. Let me tell you, the Democrats talk a good game, but they have not put anything on the table. The Republican House laid out a really historic budget plan for America for 10 years that would have changed the debt course of this country. It was passed and laughed at over here by the Democratic majority in the Senate. They didn't even produce a budget. They haven't produced a budget in over 900 days. The president is not engaged. The greatest crisis this nation has ever faced, and the president is only attacking people who propose real solutions. He's got to get engaged in a positive way, or we'll elect a new president, I would think. We've got to have leadership from the top. If the president had told the Democratic members of this committee reach an agreement, they would have reached one. It's pretty clear for a long time they decided politically they didn't want an agreement. It's going to be tough to get this country on a right path financially. It really is.
All right, Senator Jeff Sessions, he's the top Republican on the Senate Budget Committee. Betty, as we said, with the Supercommittees on the brink of failure, a lot of this is going to fall back to the committee.
Okay, Peter, thank you, and thanks to the Senate Budget Committee's ranking member, Jeff Sessions of Alabama.